know my name's on the list. Full speed, no brakes, every turn too slick. If they checking my setup, know the build too rich. No plan, no script, every step too real. Had to build
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Open Time Talk. I'm your host, Zach. As you see, we don't have Justin today. I actually have my fiancée, soon-to-be wife. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi.
This is our first time doing this,
Yes.
so forgive us on any awkwardies or anything else like that. It's going to be fun. This is a special podcast that we're doing today for it's a Thanksgiving special.
Yeah.
Kind of really going to go down the couples. So hopefully you'll see a podcast from Justin as well and his wife. And then, yeah, and here's ours. So tune in, listen in, and we'll get started. Yeah. So I know we haven't talked much since I got home.
No, we haven't.
I guess let's just go into that. How's your day been?
I mean, truthfully, really unproductive.
Yeah.
Like, it's just been one of those days where I don't want to really do anything. And I think I kind of predicted the weather was going to be like this too. I
Yeah.
kind of woke up and I was like, I feel like it's going to be like a muggy day.
It looked good outside this morning. And then when I got to work, like randomly, I think it was lunch. Like I started hearing wind and stuff outside, and I was like, what is that?
Well, when I got up, like, and I was still in the bed, whenever I wake up, all the lights are on in the bedroom. And because of our window right now, I can't really see outside. So I was like a little nosy. So then when I got up and went into my office and I went and listened to Wicked, that's whenever I saw it was really pretty outside, but I saw a few dark clouds out there and I was like, I really hope it does rain because I want it to be a little bit more on the chilly side for Thanksgiving.
Did you check the weather?
No.
It's supposed to be really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Like 35, 40.
Okay, I was about to
45.
say, because your idea of really good is like butt effing freezing. And my idea of really good is like that nice cool breeze. Some leaves are rustling. You might see a tumbleweed or so, but it's not.
I don't know if it'll be that nice.
It's not too chilly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like when it's too cold. You know this, though. I don't like the cold.
I don't mind the cold. I don't know if I necessarily like it, but I don't know.
I think you like the adrenaline of it. When it snowed last year, you like every time that we even like considered going outside, you were very much like, all right, let's go. Like hyping
Like
yourself up for it. And I'm like, we're just going outside. But that's just you though. So, I mean, I get to watch your giddiness and watch you like kind of hype yourself up before you do it. So, but I feel like you secretly love the cold.
But I also like the hot. Like, I think it's also one of those things that summer, like, okay, we'll be in summer for months because it's Alabama. And then I'll be tired of it and I'm ready for the winter.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited for the winter to come. And then I get tired of the winter and I'm so excited for summer.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it bounces back and forth where I'm like, oh, winter's my favorite. Only because it's summer right now.
Yeah.
And summer's my favorite only because it's winter right now.
Do you think that part of it is because you've grown up in a warmer climate?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always been hot.
Yeah. I think for me, I've always loved like spring into summer or even like summer into fall.
Yeah.
That's always my favorite time of year. I love the transition from summer to fall because there's like a crispness to the air in between the months of like September and October, like in between that time that just kind of creeps in and it's just kind of like, oh, it's about to be fall.
It's that air of like, it's hard to explain, but it's like October air.
Yeah, and it has a certain smell too.
Right. And there's like certain activities too. Like
Yeah.
you see
Pumpkins more.
Well, not even I feel like pumpkins, it's hay for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm seeing more kids and like messing around with the hay, or they're outside more because it's not too cold, but it's
Mhm.
not too hot, you know?
Yeah.
So you can kind of tell when like people are outside. Like I can walk outside right now and be like, oh yeah, people are
Mhm.
inside.
But you want to know something that I just realized? You've never like actually lived somewhere where it like snows consistently.
Have you?
Like, yes, Philly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You stayed there. I don't know if you lived there.
Well, I stayed there for like 3 months at a time,
Yeah.
3 or 4 months at a time.
Yeah. But you were
So,
down there, what, a year and a half, 2 years?
yeah, and the snow there, I can't really say is the worst because when you're in a city like that, a lot of it is shoveled already because people got to drive. You're
Right.
downtown, you're in the
Or
city.
you're walking through it.
Exactly.
So like, and body heat and all that. You got homeless people on the
Right.
side of the road. They're warming it up.
Yeah.
So
I
they
mean,
could, I'm not gonna
yes, but I will say the coldness there and even the snow there is very different from the snow we had here. Like it has a lot more bite up there because it's dry. It's not humid up there really. At least not as much as it is down here.
See, when I went to Indianapolis
Mhm.
and we had snow, I could like play with the snow.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can kind of do that in Philly. The snow here was horrible because our air is so humid
Right.
that it feels like when it's cold and it's
Right.
blowing on you, it just feels like ice cold water
It already feels
blowing
like
on
I'm
your
touching
face.
snow.
Yes.
Literally. Yeah.
So it's miserable
Yeah.
versus like it's a little bit drier of an air texture, if you will.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of a little bit
Because
more
the
like
air's always moving.
here.
No, up there. Because like there's always people moving through the air.
I mean, if we're gonna think about it in that sense, like in between all of the buildings and like
Right.
I don't know, it was a lot more windy up there. If that makes any sense.
Well, yeah, because of drafts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
And with
city.
all the traffic and everything,
Right.
the cars put yeah. The worst though was probably walking to class in that climate. It was the worst. For those who don't know, I didn't have a car when I was in college, and I mean, there was no purpose for a car because I'm living in a city downtown where everything is walking distance for me.
Right.
So I had to walk to class every day. I want to say it was maybe 2 or 3 blocks I had to take to class every day. It was not bad whatsoever. I'm not complaining in the slightest about
No.
that. However,
You still got to walk in the cold.
when it was snowing, and I mean like I'm talking about 8 a.m. ballet class.
Yeah. Oh, in
walking
the snow.
in the snow like that, it was miserable. And during that time, you would think that the homeless people would go into hibernation and like go down into the septa and like mind. No,
they moving more.
they're out on display. That was when I saw a woman. I kid you not. I'm walking and I'm passing one of the stairs that take you down to the septa.
Yeah.
She's coming up and she has on this gorgeous fur coat. I mean, I couldn't help but to stare. And she was beautiful. Like, truthfully, I couldn't, like, from first glance, like, say, oh, this person is homeless. Like, she was
Or
gorgeous.
right.
Yeah. Or whatever
Right.
it may be.
Whatever. Yeah.
So, I'm walking and she's coming up the stairs and I'm waiting to pass across the street. And as soon as she cuts out of the stairs and faces me, she has nothing on underneath that coat. No underwear, no bra, no clothes, nothing. Butt naked, nasty.
People pay $3.99 a month for that now.
Hey. People make millions off of that now.
Right? And she could not be homeless.
I mean, I was just gagged. I was like,
Yeah, that's weird.
but I mean, and then like she got a little bit closer and I could see some certain details I was missing from afar, and I was like, oh, okay. So
She have a book bag on?
no, she had a satchel, but it was like,
Really?
yeah, she had a satchel on, like, on her shoulder underneath the jacket.
They must have come up with the satchel
And I only
hack.
saw it whenever she, like, because she was kind of swishing. Like,
Do you know what that
it was
is?
clear.
The
A
backpack
what?
method?
A who?
The backpack method.
What is that?
It's where you have a backpack on so you don't go forward.
The Fent fold?
Yes. You got a backpack so you can even it out. And so instead of you folding forward, you kind of just sink down.
Zach, that I don't think anything is stopping a Fent fold. I think that's like, imagine having,
Write that down. That's right.
imagine having a rope around your neck and no, like, okay, let's say that a rope was over the back of your neck. Let me rephrase because that sounded a little insane. And then you had two heavy barbells tied to the ropes. I mean, I would imagine that's what a Fent fold feels like for someone. However, never took fentanyl.
Right.
Never planned to. So
just got tons of videos
yeah,
that we can take inspiration from.
And I mean, I kind of used to have someone I would ask questions about that kind of stuff with, like, hey, what's that feel like? But that was too much of a topic to not dip your toe into.
The Fent.
Yeah. Because that kind of crosses some boundaries there. So, yeah, I can only have an educated guess based off of TikTok and
X is where I feel like I see them.
X. And I mean,
explicit shit, to be quite frank.
Yeah. I wouldn't even use explicit. I would just say gore.
Yeah.
Or
it's like
hellish.
Yeah, there's no censor, no filter, no nothing.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm also that kind of person that like opens the app and sees something to that magnitude, and I'm like, okay, what now? What am I supposed to do with this information? Do I share this information, or do I sit with this one and suffer in silence? Like, or do I share it with my fiance? I do.
Yeah, but then it's like, okay, we're watching this, and what do we even do about it?
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, you can bring it to everybody's attention. Okay, but when you bring it to everybody's attention, what are they going to do about it? Like if you listen to our podcast and some of the conspiracies and political talk we go down, it's like we're talking about this and all we're ever going to do is talk about it. And everybody's obviously upset and things want to be done, but we're still just talking about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can really do.
Look, if we're going to go down that rabbit hole, if we were to, there are two sides of that coin.
Yeah.
There's either the side that it really works and benefits a cause, i.e., like I'll use Palestine for an example. I feel like people speaking out about it for so long did help change people's perspectives of the idea.
Yeah.
But then you have another side of it where it's just kind of like white noise. And it's like okay, yes, we...
Simply because you changed the perspective of another person that's sitting inside the U.S., like, you're talking to another person with a 9-to-5. And, like, I don't know. I guess it could trickle down.
I think, though, it is... I can't negate its purpose because the thing is, those ideas and those things do play a part in like who people vote for certain roles and everything like that.
Yeah.
It's a part of propaganda. It goes hand in hand.
That's true.
So
Because
like
now it's a talking point for the next election, or whoever wants to run.
exactly.
Israel and Palestine is always a talking point now.
Exactly. So like it goes hand in hand. Like it can be white noise depending on what area you shed light on, or it can be beneficial and it can
Or cause more destruction.
as it does when it comes to politics. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Well, politics is a losing game anyway. Like every single time we know we play that, we're like, hey, we're spectating. Like we're not side A or side B.
Yeah.
We're spectators. I'm sitting on the sidelines.
Well, I'm on the side of talking about some relationship stuff, so let's go.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
So I have a couple games that we can play for the podcast. Yes.
Games is oh wait.
It's games. Okay. It's a little red flag, green flag.
Okay. So
Now,
not competitive.
No, of course not. No.
Because
No.
I am competitive.
Yeah, and I'm an arguer, so.
Here we go. Here we go.
What do you want to do? You want to do red flag, green flag?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
Do you want to do it in like a rapid fire type? Or do you want to like discuss one?
If it needs to be discussed, I think that we can both decide whether we need to discuss it or not.
Still being close friends with an ex. Red flag.
That's a red
all
flag.
day. I don't even have to discuss that.
Wait, but okay, here's an example though where I could kind of be like, yellow flag. When we first got together, the first time we were dating, you were still really good friends with one of your exes. However, the circumstance was y'all were only dating for like less than 24 hours. So,
yeah. And that was like back in high school.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so I
nothing
think
ever came of that.
Right. So I think if you can have a situation like that and you're both in agreement, okay, this really wasn't serious and she's always been more platonic for me, I think that just needs open communication and that's more like a yellow flag.
Okay, but also the thing is it says close friends. If I was chatting with this person every single day and everything else like that, I think regardless if we ever dated, I don't even think you have to be a friend or a ex.
I think if you just talk,
like if there's a girl who I chat with every single day and I'm telling you she's a close friend and I trust her with yeah, exactly. And that's the same thing I would feel if that was how you were with a guy.
Yeah.
Regardless if it was an ex.
Yeah, because
now having a friend is different. Friends can pick up where they left off.
Right.
A close friend, y'all rely on each other.
Yeah. And I say that because we have both had our shared experiences around this conversation, specifically more so on my end with a situation. So, in like looking back, if I would have known like the true intentions behind that situation and if I would have just listened to you a lot more, however, we were in high school and I just didn't because I was like, what is a 17, 18-year-old gonna know?
Right.
A guy at that, like.
Right. It's because guys know other guys.
Right. And girls know other girls.
He wasn't pawning. He was just waiting for the opportunity.
Pawning or pining?
Pining. Sorry.
It's
I don't think he was necessarily pining, but he was waiting for his opportunity.
For sure.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Next. Keeping
phone on Do Not Disturb all night.
If we're together or if we're not together?
I mean, this is like.
And
we're like married.
Huh?
We're like married.
Like in the same. Okay.
We live in the same house. We're married. Like, think of it like that. You got your phone on Do Not Disturb all night.
I'm gonna. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a red flag, but I also just would not have my phone on Do Not Disturb at night because what if there's an emergency? and something happens and someone needs to get in touch with me, like
Yeah.
ASAP.
I guess so.
How are they going to contact me?
I think it would be more red flag if, like, this week your phone hasn't been on Do Not Disturb all night. Like, I hear when you'll get Snapchats and stuff in the middle of the night, or like a notification Instagram, and somebody liked a post or posted something, anything. It could literally, it's the smallest stuff. But if next week you were to start putting it on Do Not Disturb, then I'd be like, oh, that's a red flag. You didn't tell me that you were going to start putting your phone on Do Not Disturb. Like, we're married. We stay in the bed every single night with each other. And now, all of a sudden, your phone is on Do Not Disturb.
But is that a red flag or is that a yellow flag?
I think it's a red flag.
Okay.
Because I feel like, why are you putting your phone on Do Not Disturb?
Right.
It used to not be.
Right.
So,
I guess I could see that.
So that means you might be hiding something.
Right. I guess so. My mind doesn't go there when it goes to, like, Do Not Disturb. Because the way I see it is, okay, if you're putting your phone on Do Not Disturb to, like, hide something, I fear like you're just not. I don't know. Something about that is like, what is putting your phone on Do Not Disturb gonna do to hide something? Like, that's not gonna stop somebody from going through your phone.
No, but it stops the notifications. Honestly, okay, let's just think of it like this. If you feel like you have to put your phone on Do Not Disturb,
I think
that's also a red flag. I think.
I would say that's a red flag.
If your significant other is questioning you about every ding on your phone, then that's toxic. Red flag.
I think for me, it's harder to wrap my mind around because I've never experienced that before. Yeah. I've never, like... I also just don't see the purpose of putting your phone on Do Not Disturb at night. Like, so it's harder for me to wrap my head around. Who put their phone on Do Not Disturb?
Not at night, but like they'll have their phone out like this, and then a notification will pop up, and they'll like put it down real quick.
Well,
which is the same thing. If you had Do Not Disturb on, the notification would never even pop up, and you wouldn't have to hide the fact that you got a notification. I can see the notification on your lock screen. I don't need to go through your phone to see that there was a shopping notification. Right. Or something like that.
Right.
But if I see that you have a Tinder notification and I just heard that, then there's the problem. So,
yeah.
I don't know. Sharing phone passwords.
I think that's a green flag.
I think so too.
What's wrong with that?
I think especially if you're married. Like,
yeah.
That's more of a security thing.
If you just like started seeing each other within the past like month,
right?
I would say maybe not. Like I would
need to.
I would say I wouldn't necessarily say a green flag, but I also wouldn't say a red flag. I would just kind of be like, that's up for your interpretation. However, you've only known each other for a month, so I don't see why you would need to have your passwords.
That's where I feel like people could start being open more about that. Like, if you just came into my life a month ago and you wanted my phone password, be like, hey, I don't mind giving you my phone password, but understand what you're going to look through.
Yeah.
Like, we've only been together a month.
Right.
You're going to see things in there.
Right.
If it's past exes, past conversations with people, or anything else like that.
Because for me, like, and this is just because of past experiences I've had, if I, at my current age, were to be seeing somebody for just a month now, and they were to come up to me and ask me for the password of my phone, or they would just willingly, out of nowhere, give me their password to their phone, I'm going to think that's a red flag. Just because I'm like, we've only been seeing each other for a month, and like, we haven't really talked about many boundaries we have or anything like that. So the fact you're going out of your way to have access to me in that way when we haven't really communicated about it, to me is a red flag. So I'm like, okay, what are you projecting, or what are you searching for and hiding on your end? You know what I mean?
I guess so, but I also feel our generation has the phones growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the holding hands
Mm-hmm.
or the kiss on the cheek. Like, I feel like that's just a progressive step. Like, I feel like that's how they go about it. Like, the immature, like, hey, what if we started sharing phone passwords? That's like the, hey, what if I gave you a key to my apartment?
Well,
Back in the day kind of feel.
yes, I do think it's I think the opposite. I think it's a very don't get me wrong, I think it's a very important step in a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that's like a very personal thing. Like that is like showing somebody.
That's like the key to the apartment, I feel like.
Yeah, that's like
I'm
giving
giving you
someone access to,
your privacy
yes,
at any time.
yes, like your personal conversations with anybody.
Yep. At any time.
Yes,
Right,
and
because
that's
you have the password.
yes.
It's
So for me, that's why I would feel such a I guess kind of, I will say like an orange flag in that moment. I will be like,
yeah.
why are you already asking for that? Or why, what's going on here? But that's also because of just poor experiences I've had in the past.
I see it as a green flag, like, because that means the person's serious.
Yeah.
I think. And I don't think it's a red flag if the person denies it.
Right.
Like, they're like, hey, I'm not ready for that yet.
Right.
You know?
Or let's say that you're like, hey, can I use your phone really fast to call somebody because my phone's dead? Yeah, sure. Here's my password. Da da da. And then from there, you just know their password. I think that's something else entirely. That's like a green flag. I'm going to say green
That's
flag.
a green flag?
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
How could, in a man's mind, that's a bad thing to say.
What?
Because I'll just start doing that. Or, like, people would just start doing that. Men would start doing that.
Doing what?
Hey, can I see your phone real quick and text my friend, my phone's dead. Sure, my password is this. Or like, here. Or like, hey, I got your phone in my hand. I'm like, hey, can you tell me your password real quick? I need to text my friend, my phone's dead. Do you mind telling me your password real quick?
I mean,
I got it.
I can see
without us even, because I got you in a vulnerable moment by telling you my phone's dead. Now you feel for me, and now you feel also for the friend who you're trying to get in contact. It's like a whole thing.
I guess so, but then that's also a really insane thing to do. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna give final answer green flag overall.
Okay.
However, when you know it's toxic, then red flag.
Right. Not posting your partner on social media.
I can't say that's a green flag, but I also can't say that's a red flag. I mean, it's just up to you and your partner and how much you're willing to share online publicly and be scrutinized in that way. I think it's completely up to you.
Yeah, I feel like all these are definitely situational.
Yeah.
So
I know, like, for me, I don't need you to dote on me or post me all the time.
Well, that's also because I'm not. It's funny I say this because I'm literally doing a podcast that's going on social media, but I don't really post on social media.
At least nothing personal in that way.
Like, I feel like if the person was constantly posting on social media, like, get my nails done, or just got this today, or just did this today, or going to the gym, or like, and I mean constantly, but you never post your partner, like, never, like, your social media doesn't even know about them. That's a red flag to me. Because it's a dating profile at that point. You're keeping your entire profile clean enough from any relationship material.
Yeah, but
That's situational.
but yeah, I was about to say, and also like that's the thing about social media that I like hate nowadays is now everything is like considered up for grabs, or like you said, that's a dating profile. For me, I'm like, no. For me, I see, like, I'll use Instagram for an example. Instagram for me, it's like a digital diary. It's not like, oh, I'm posting this so you can see me and perceive me this way and hit me up or
You're-
anything like that. It's more so like I'm just sharing like little glimpses of what my life looks like right now,
I don't know if
and
I would
take it or leave it.
Right. I don't know if I could consider that a diary though, because diaries are personal.
Well, for me,
A diary is locked. Like a diary,
not necessarily.
every single time I've ever heard somebody talk about their diary, it's like not a single soul is ever supposed to read that.
But
You're not supposed to get that.
But yeah, that can be intended at first, but it's also up to that person whether or not they want to share it. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing if they're adamant, I don't want to share this. Like, for me, my Instagram is private. So only the people that follow me
That you
have,
approve.
yeah, have access to my digital diary. Versus, like, I think it's just
Yeah,
up for
okay.
interpretation.
But let's be honest. When people, I'm the same way, or it was. I don't know if it still is, but my account's private, and I would just approve everybody, unless I could tell they were like a Nigerian king. And I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Let me not follow that person back. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But everybody else, I'd be like, oh, they just want to know who I am.
Yeah.
Boom, immediately access.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That one's a hard one for me to.
But I do agree with what you're saying, though. Like, especially if your partner has explicitly been like, I wish you would post me more. Like, I wish people saw more pictures of us. Like, if that's brought up
Right.
and you're still not like rising to the occasion, then I do think that's a red flag.
If you're like, hey, you're constantly posting on social media at least 3 times in a day, can you make an effort to make me one of those ones at least once a month?
Right.
That kind of thing.
Right.
Splitting the bill 50-50 while married. Situational again.
Yeah, situational. It can be a green flag.
Right.
I would say that's more so green flag than it is red flag, though, if we're speaking generally.
Right.
But
because I consider labor part of the bill.
Yeah.
Like, who drove? Who's gathering the kids together?
Right.
Who planned it? Who, like, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Who got everybody dressed and ready to go?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree. I think it's situational. But see, with that, I'm like, what could be wrong? Actually, some people genuinely do believe that they should have everything paid for them. And
Yeah, but
me
see,
personally, I don't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't find value in things that I don't feel that I've earned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So inherently alongside of that, if I just had everything paid for me all the time, what have I earned in that moment? Like, what have I what have I done to earn it? Just live? Because for me, for some people, that's enough, and that's okay. But for me, that's not enough.
Yeah.
Like, I've always been taught and raised to work for everything that I have.
Same. Well, of course. And then even when somebody offers something, deny it until they insist.
Right.
Like, that's what I was always taught.
Right.
You deny it. You deny their help. You deny their money. You deny all this until they insist. So it's like, hey, you just helped grandma out with the flower bed. She's trying to give you a $20 bill because you helped her. you tell her no over and over, like, no, I'm good.
But see, you earn that in that moment.
And yes, I did, but because like they're my family, there's a sense of like, I guess I didn't earn it, or like, how does that make sense?
Or you feel like they don't owe you anything because they're your family.
Right, like, yeah, hard to explain.
I disagree with that. I think that, don't get me wrong, I think that if my grandmother were to offer me money for doing something for her, I would also I would up front, just because that's my grandmother and I love her and I respect her so much.
Yeah.
And I know so much that she has been through. I personally would decline at first, but if she is a little more adamant about it and she's like, "No, you helped me, you did this, I'm going to give back to you."
Yeah.
Then I'm not going to deny that, because that's an
Right,
exchange.
because then that's disrespectful. Like that's what I've always
Yeah.
gotten. If they insist, if it's like a, no, this is what
No,
I'm doing
please.
for you.
Yeah.
I want to do this for you.
Yeah.
If it's like that, then yeah, you don't turn that down, because then that's disrespectful.
Right.
That's their wishes, is to give you $20.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. Saying I need space after an argument.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, per se. I think it entirely depends on the argument and like the content of the argument, and
I think it depends on the partner.
yeah, and like the boundaries you have. Like,
well, you got to know your partner. Can your partner mentally handle an argument for 45 minutes? Like, at what point in the argument is your partner so flustered that there's going to be no like solution,
or that they snap?
right? Like, they need space.
Yeah.
So saying they need space is the good thing for them, because they're acknowledging the fact that they can't get anything from this conversation right now.
That's a boundary they're setting with you right now.
Yeah.
So I do think that's more of a green flag than it is a red flag. The way I see it is, I would much rather you plainly and clearly tell me I need space, versus storming off, walking away, or abandoning me physically in that moment with zero communication, because then that opens a door of what ifs. And when it comes to an argument, you never want to have space for what ifs, because then there's no point in even searching for a solution, because you're not going to find it. You're too busy on the what ifs that are happening up here, versus, no, pull back the curtains. How do we solve this? How do we fix this? Like, how do we come together on this? I'm going to say green flag.
Say it too. Okay. Sharing your location 24/7. Green flag.
Yeah, I'm going to say a green flag.
I think so. Especially if you're married.
Yeah.
Like, it's again, safety concern thing.
However, if you're crazy and you're like, what were you doing here? You're 1 kilometer off of whatever.
Oh yeah, that's different. Well, y'all also probably shouldn't be married.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, homie, you gotta go. But if you're
a mile, 2 miles from where you say you were gonna be.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna be like, why are you parked in a random parking lot, like a block away from your job?
Right. Right. What are you
What's tea? What's happening here? Who are you meeting up with? Question mark.
Having separate friend groups and hobbies.
Green flag.
Yeah. Say yellow flag. Not necessarily having. Well, yeah, I guess say yeah, green flag then, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Especially like, if that's something
having
that
separate friends for me is better than having separate friend groups. Because for me, friend groups have always included a couple. Like, when I think of a friend group, I always think of that person and their couple. Like that person and their other. I don't know why. That could just be a personal thing.
I do think that is a little more on the personal side, because I think, like, for me, I see a friend group as being like you, Justin, engage.
Yeah.
That's a friend group.
Yeah.
And that has nothing to do with me. And that's fine. Am I going to interact with the friend group? Probably sometimes. Like, I wouldn't say very often.
Inevitable.
But yeah, I'm bound
Right.
to see them at some point. I'm bound to see their respective partners
Right.
and interact with them in those dynamics.
Yeah.
But I'm not expecting us to reside within that friend group together consistently. You know what I mean? So that's why I think the separation of it, like, I mean, it is what it is with me. Like, with my friends, I don't expect you to be a part of that dynamic, because it's ultimately between me and my friends, not
Right.
me and my friends and their partners.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, there's got to be some boundaries between the two, because listen, some people are able to do this and that's fine, but the couples that are all friends together, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be some shit that goes down
Right.
between
Always,
that friend group.
Right. Always within the group.
Someone screwing another person's partner, it becomes a
Or
scandal.
somebody said something about somebody else's
Yes.
partner, and now they're not.
Now they don't want to talk anymore.
Right. And so
Now
the
they're
other
not
friend
coming to
group
the
has to act
wedding.
like nothing's wrong, and you can't talk about it because everybody has different
Yeah.
opinions. Yeah.
Or so and so cheated on the bachelorette trip. What are we gonna do? Like,
Right.
and boom, there goes the friend group.
Right.
Done
Right.
in an instant due to one person's mistake.
Yep.
Like, that's insane.
Venting to friends about your spouse.
Venting or talking shit? Because talking shit is a red flag. Venting, I'm not going to say is a red flag, because I think there are times.
I think it's a yellow flag.
Yeah, I'm going to say yellow flag, because I think if you have some frustration that needs to get out and you need an outlet that is not toxic or harmful to the relationship, then okay. But if you're going like, that fucking bitch, da 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 da, like talking shit, that's a red flag.
Jeez.
And my mom used to always tell me this, and I stand by it. Never cast your pearls before swine. Meaning, some things can be shared, some things do not need to be shared because of the audience you have.
Right.
Some things, some people just don't need to know.
Right.
Some things you just need to go to God about.
Yep.
And that scripture, by the way, that is not me paraphrasing. And no, my mom did not take that phrase either and make it her own. It is scripture. Never cast your pearls before swine. Never cast your pearls before pigs. Don't keep them close to you. I stand by that too.
Sleep in separate rooms after arguments.
Red flag.
Using each other's toothbrush.
Green flag.
Green flag. Not telling your spouse about big purchases.
Red flag.
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah. And we talked a good bit on that for a while.
Yeah, we did.
We locked in on
those last 3 or 4, though, that was easy.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
was
because
easy.
after a while, I don't think there's any like hot ideas then you could take on it. But yeah. So yeah, that was our little red flag, green flag. And I have one more segment we can talk about.
Ooh.
It is the hot takes on some relationship dynamics in 2025.
Okay.
Should the husband be the main provider in 2025?
No. No, I think it's entirely dependent on what your situation looks like.
I'm gonna try to do better on this segment for me. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
Only because my values have always stood that the man be the man
Yeah.
and the protector and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So he should be the protector and the provider, and she should be the nurturer and life bringer or whatever it's called.
Yeah, and you grew up that way. I
It's Christian. I also think that is some Christian value.
well, it is for
Right.
sure. However, I will say a lot of Christians look at scripture that refers to this and think that it means, oh, the man is leading the woman X, Y, and Z.
Right. No,
Like
no.
it doesn't mean
She
that the-
leads the house.
yes, exactly.
She okay. She don't lead the house. He leads the house.
She bears fruit to that
because she should always be behind him. Okay, that's a really weird thing to say too.
Yeah, you
The
better
woman-
retract what you just said.
But like,
You're real funny.
not that she should always be behind him. He should always be standing in front of her. It's that.
See,
I can stand behind that because it's that thing where it's like
I think it's interchangeable. There are moments where she's gonna
Yes,
have to step in front, and
of
you know what I mean?
course, yes, of course, but like overall, I think that's what it is. Because I'll say it like this: when I open the door for you, if you open that door, what do I do? And you shut the door. That's me stepping back in front of you and providing.
I
Even
guess
though
so.
you did it, even though you stood in front, it's not saying that you're standing behind it. You are standing behind me. But it's me. I'm always going to be that person who steps in front of you
Yeah,
to protect or to provide.
yeah. But I guess I don't necessarily believe it should always be the man. I think it depends on how your relationship looks.
Yeah.
Let's say, like, for an example, let's say that there are two men that are in a relationship together. How does that look between them? You know what I mean? That's entirely dependent.
Well, you can obviously tell. And then if you can't, then it's just two bros.
And see, I guess for me, I'm just...
If you can't tell, there is no tell. They're just two bros.
But that's what I'm trying to...
If you can tell, then you know who's playing the woman role and who's playing the typical societal man role.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Come on. It's hard getting her controversial. There are some hot takes.
It's not necessarily like me being controversial. I'm just trying to be a little
Aware.
more like...
Aware?
Not necessarily aware. I guess I could just say a little bit more considerate to like different... I'm trying to look at things from all views in this topic. Like, there might be a situation where... Let's use a heterosexual couple.
Straight.
Let's say...
Straight. Sorry.
Yes, that is a
Let's use
synonym.
heterosexual.
Well, is that not the terminology?
No, I know.
Anyways. So, let's say you have a biological man, biological woman that are together. Both identify as man and woman. Let's say that this woman, she's the breadwinner. She makes the most income, and let's say that due to flexibility in her schedule, more so than the man's schedule, she's able to be with the kids more, and she's able to tend to like household like responsibilities a little bit more, meaning like cooking, cleaning, laundry, dishes, all those things. Let's say that she has those three responsibilities fallen upon her. Okay.
Oh, I can
So
already
then-
tell you what I think.
So then what does that dynamic look like for the man? And in that sense, how does he adapt to this so he is still in your idea still leading?
He doesn't go to work. If she makes enough money to support the house.
Well, that's not necessarily what I said. She just makes the most income out of the people that are in the house that are employed.
Well, she makes the most income and she's home the most and has all the time to do all the other responsibilities. Yet she's the breadwinner.
Mm-hmm.
Then he still typically does what he does. Nothing changes. He still's providing. He's the one making sure bills are paid. Because you just sat here and said that she couldn't do that alone.
Huh? I never said that.
So her money can support the household alone then. It can? Because I just asked you that and you said no. Or you said you didn't say that.
I'm not going to say that it's not possible for her to be a single mother or anything, because
No,
it is possible.
I'm saying, can he be dad?
He probably could be. He probably couldn't be. My question is, like, I guess that's what I'm trying to ask you, is in what ways does he still contribute to where he is
that's where
head of the household?
That's where he has to take up things like he's got to be a very handy man, I think.
Okay.
He's got to be able to, a jack of all trades, master of.
Okay.
If he had to, he could fix the drain if it's clogged.
Okay.
If he had to, he could build Mama a shelf because Mama wants a shelf.
Okay.
If he had to put a new door in, he could do that. If he had to go out and make and fetch Fido because Fido's out running, he can run fast enough to catch Fido.
Yeah.
Or he's got the talk to get Fido in. Or like he's still providing in the way I imagine a man would.
Yeah. I guess because for me, when I grew up, my
It's not
mom,
just finances.
my mom was the sole like breadwinner of the house. My dad still worked and he still made good money, but my mom made a lot more than my dad did. However, my dad, it wasn't that he wasn't necessarily leading the household or anything by that means, because my dad did lead in a lot of ways, but I grew up with, I was a mommy's girl. So I was always next to my mom or my yaya. So I always saw these women with strong, steady careers that didn't necessarily rely on a man per se.
Yeah, but they didn't rely on the money.
Yeah, they didn't rely on the. I'm speaking on the stereotypical.
Right, also don't know. So.
I'm speaking on like the stereotypical roles that are that go along with society and everything during this time, which is like the early 2000s.
Right.
So, which was a wild thing because of the community I kind of grew up in. I grew up in like a private school community, which is a little bit more close knit, and they heavily push those values and ideas, and like believe that women shouldn't be working at all, and that men should be the only one going to work and having a career and doing these things. And if you were a woman that had a career, well, then you better work like nobody's business if you want to be respected, like in that idea.
I'm gonna come up with a little small conspiracy on the side for any of the listeners who listen. I think that was for the boys. I think like what you just said was for the guys, and I know it may be hurt the girls in saying that, but it's like, hey, guys, you have to try a whole lot harder. Because one, there's twice as many of you as there is girls. They're all out there. And right now, women are just naturally better when it comes to like societal structure.
Nowadays, yes.
Well, even back then, they understood the corruption of a man. But a man can't even understand the corruption of a man. So as women are sitting in their kitchens talking to each other about all the things that this man is doing and how he's conforming things to go this way and this way, they're all inside talking about ways that they don't have to feel that, or they don't have to even do it. So like saying, okay, so that's my point. Constantly telling guys like, you got to be the man. You got to be the man. You got to be the strong person this, and women are supposed to stay in the kitchen. It's not the fact that they were telling y'all to stay in the kitchen. I think it was telling the boys of our generation, like, they shouldn't have to be out there working. You should be busting your ass enough to where they can stay home at any chance and take care of a kid.
And I think that's probably the community you grew up in.
For sure.
Because mine was the other side of it, which is, if you're going to be working, well, you're going to have to work to be up here if you want to be respected. Otherwise, you're not going to be respected.
Oh, as a woman, yeah.
Like,
yeah, there's that side too, yes.
Yeah. So that's kind of how things were as far as like when I was a child.
Yeah.
Or it's not even that you have to be at this super high level of a career. It's, well, you should be a nurse, you could go to med school, like
go do the typical fields that,
yeah,
not that women do, but that women are known for getting
like
in for.
Women dominated fields.
Yeah, I guess so.
The fields that are dominated by women, but they still have men in it.
I don't think it's necessarily a dominate thing, though. I think it's more, I mean, I see what you're saying. Yes, so yes, it is a dominating, but they look at it as, this is the easiest thing for you because you're a woman to get into and make a lot of money.
Yeah, because most women do this.
Right. Or most women get accepted. That's what I think. It's not that most women do this. It's mostly women who get accepted.
Yeah.
Right. Like a woman isn't going to get accepted for a concrete job right away. She's just not.
Well, and that's what I mean by it's dominated by women. It is mostly women that are within that branch or whatever that looks like. Yeah, I don't know. I think
I definitely got a couple more topics.
Yeah, let's just move on from this one.
Okay. Well, we talked about it pretty good. And this could also tie into what we talked about in the last one. So, who should handle the finances? A lot of people would say the man. Because if he's the sole provider, you would think he's providing finances, so you would say the man. I just think it's whoever's best with math. Or not even math. Who has the best organization skills?
Yeah.
Like if you're an organized person, you handle the money.
Yeah.
Because you know where every little spot needs to go at what point.
Yeah.
And it's organized how you have it set.
Yes, I 1000% agree. And I'm saying that because I'm severely unorganized.
I'm very organized.
I'm a very type B person and you're very type A.
Yeah.
And that's why we balance each other out. Even though, like, I drive you insane and you drive me insane up the walls, all the things. I, like, would actually poop my pants. I would have to have an accountant if I were, like, I'm being for real. Like, and that sounds horrible, but I need to work on that. I need to work on my organization skills. I need to add that to my New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
Hone in and harness organization skills and better them.
Who apologizes first after fights? Neither.
I think neither and both. Like I think that whoever okay. It's whoever is genuinely like at fault. In the worst case scenario, if we're speaking on a fight that is stupid, like how we get into stupid fights sometimes over like, oh, the sky's blue. Oh no, it's like a 5% shade darker than blue. I would say it's more violet. Boy,
Honestly-
ain't nobody apologizing. We're arguing over the sky. But if someone were to insult the other by like calling them out of their name or like being blatantly disrespectful, oh, you better apologize. And it's not a matter of who does it first. It's just a matter of you better do it. You know what I mean? Like,
So you're, yeah.
I don't think that it's a matter of, oh, you better apologize first. I'm not, no.
Right,
Grow
'cause
up.
You got to take into account that person might not even freaking realize yet.
Yeah,
Like,
and
they're
also
sitting there arguing, but they're arguing a dead point because they haven't come to realize your point. And whenever they come to realize it, they're like, oh, I see what the hell's going on here. We're arguing about this, and this happened.
right.
Okay, so this is a stupid argument. I'm sorry for causing a stupid argument, or I'm sorry that the conversation led to this, or anything like that.
Yeah, I think it's not a matter of who apologizes first.
Yeah.
It's a matter of you better take accountability for what you did
Right.
to cause a chain reaction
Right.
of events that unfurl. Like it at that point it doesn't matter. Like grow up, put your pride aside and just apologize.
Yep.
Because in reality, like if you are so bent on not apologizing, homie, do you like remorse or something? I'm confused. How can you not be sorry? Anyways, next.
I got two more we could talk about,
Okay.
and then we'll start wrapping this up.
Yeah, hit me. Let's go.
So, is happy wife, happy life actually toxic?
If you're neglecting your own feelings, thoughts, and concerns, then yes.
I don't think so. I think happy wife, happy life is because when you say happy wife, you're already insinuating that it's coming from a man. As the man,
Are we going to be stereotypical here?
that's why I said you insinuate. That might not actually be true, but you insinuate it. So, as a man who's been in dance throughout his life and can understand all the workings, blah, 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 right? I can understand where my feelings about this book being gray has nothing to do with how we love each other.
Right.
Okay. So if an argument is about to take place because of a feeling I have and a feeling you have, I will stop it. And I won't say I lie because I don't think I lie, but like I won't dive into it, or like I won't necessarily tell you how I feel about it. It'll be more like this is hard to explain.
I think that if in the situation you're speaking on, like you have power over whether or not like a fight can get really bad or if it can be cut off where it's just like very mild, then I think that's one thing.
And sorry,
Sorry.
As a man, I think I can realize your emotions before I ever realize mine.
Yeah.
Because I automatically say, oh, she's a woman, she's being emotional. Right. It's fucked up. And I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but instinctual, it's immediately, oh, well, she's having these feelings. And they're really bothering her. They shouldn't bother me. And I'm not going to let them bother me.
Right.
I think I could realize that before I even know what I'm feeling.
But I don't think it's okay whenever you are sacrificing feelings you're experiencing that are going to affect the relationship or yourself and your health. And like the example I want to say is like, let's say that you are feeling like severely depressed, not okay, and having unaliving thoughts.
Okay.
But right now, your purpose is in having and maintaining a happy wife.
Yeah.
And for a while, you're just putting your wife over these things that you're going through.
Yeah.
And you feel like if you come forward about what you're experiencing, that could affect your happy wife lifestyle in a negative way, and you don't want to risk that. How is that healthy and how is that safe for you? Like, for me, I would much rather somebody, and that's like on the extreme side of it.
That's situational again.
Yeah, I'm speaking more on the extreme side of it.
Right.
So, like,
I
in that
think of-
situation, I would much rather you come to me and risk dampening
Right.
this happy wife, happy life mentality to just talk about how you feel and get help. Like,
all happy wife, happy life is, and what it truly is, like that saying, is the pick your battles. That's literally all it is. They mean the same thing. Happy life, happy wife means pick your battles.
so, like,
hey,
half and half good communication.
right, like, hey, don't annoy her, don't push her too much,
Don't rage bait her.
Right. Well, you can rage bait her because that's
a sin.
That's instinctual. No, a lot of sins are instincts, just so you know.
Doesn't make them okay?
No, of course it doesn't make them okay. Of course not. But you can't stop. You can't just stop sinning.
Yeah. You're just saying that because you want to rage bait me.
Anyway, there's a point to rage baiting. You can take it.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, so it's literally just pick your battles. Pick your battles.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last topic I have is arguing regularly healthy or a red flag?
Like, is arguing regularly healthy?
Yeah.
Again, situational.
I don't think it's situational at all. Go ahead.
Well, what level of arguing are we talking about?
It doesn't matter.
Arguing or... Okay, I'm going to say arguing and not fighting. Because I think those are different things.
Okay.
I think arguing regularly... You asked if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Is it a red flag?
A red flag.
Right.
No, I won't say so. I think you're gonna argue. Like...
Okay, but some relationships don't.
And how frequent are we talking?
Yeah.
Like every day? Or are we saying like once a week? Or are we saying like 2 times a month? Like, what are we looking like?
Whatever you think regularly is. And like...
Okay, if we're gonna go there, I'm gonna say regularly is like every day, and that's a red flag. If you're arguing every single day, that's a red flag.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because okay, at that
Arguing,
point,
yes.
at that point,
Arguments, no.
at that point, what else do you have to talk about besides arguing? If that's all you're gonna do every day with your partner,
Right.
unless that's what you like. Some people like that.
Yeah.
Some people are into it.
Yeah. Not me.
Not me either. I have my father's anger issues. I can't do that. I just can't. I know my limits. Like,
No, I feel like definitely arguing regularly is a green flag. And like my idea of regularly is once a week, once a month. Just an argument.
wait. Repeat that one more time.
Like to me, regular.
No, like, do you think it's a red flag or a green
Green
flag?
flag. I think it's fine. I think once there are no arguments,
Then you need to be worried.
one, I think it's no fun.
Yeah.
Cause like to me annoying you could spark an argument.
Yeah.
Now, this is an argument that it's not gonna damage us at all. Like, not even in the slightest.
It's just
We're having an
stupid.
argument because I pissed you off and something happened where it got me a little bit.
Yeah.
So now we're arguing. But I still know that okay, I caused this argument or it's so if you're not arguing, one, I just don't think it's fun. And then I think somebody's lying.
I was gonna say the same
I've
thing.
always said that.
Because if you're not arguing, then what the hell are you doing?
Right. Somebody's lying about their feelings, about what
Or yeah,
Anything.
holding back,
Holding
anything
back
like
something.
that. Like,
like even as a joke, because a lot of times jokes cause arguments. Comedians will actually I don't even think comedians have realized
especially
this.
when you're sensitive, like me.
Right. And freaking comedians for the world is like, oh, everybody's sensitive. Well, so are y'all. The comedians are being sensitive about sensitive people. Like,
Yeah,
y'all
you're
are all-
contradicting yourself.
right. You're having an argument with these people about a joke,
Right.
which is going to happen. That's just society, life, humans.
Right.
So I might make a joke that we argue about. You might make a joke that we argue about.
Yeah.
And I think if you make a joke that I didn't like or or was going to cause an argument and I just didn't say anything, or I was like, ha ha, that was a fake laugh. I lied.
I would just much
Or I agree with
rather.
you. I lied.
I would rather argue than not, because to me, I am stimulated when I argue. I mean, I was that kid whose parents would always say, you know, you should be a lawyer. You can argue. That is just a part of me. It is
Mr. Politician.
Yeah.
That's what they used to call me.
Well, to me, a politician and a lawyer are like
They're one and the same.
yes and no. I would say they're two sides of a large coin. Like, I would say both are. That's a whole other conversation. we can
Let's
have.
dive.
I feel like they're both good manipulators of the truth to fit whatever
Narrative they need for their benefit.
exactly. But I
And it
also
can make
think
them a bad person or it can make them a good person.
yes. But I also think that how do I say this? I think that a politician is very good at dressing themselves up to be a certain idea and behind closed doors being entirely opposite. Whereas I feel like more times than not, when you see or you meet a lawyer, like, for me at least in my experience, I feel like they're a little bit more like they're not
Okay.
necessarily hiding it.
All right. So then here I'm going to go with this, and I'll try to make it short and sweet so we can wrap this up.
Okay.
A politician he speaks for himself, okay, to the people. A politician speaks for himself to the people. A lawyer speaks for somebody else to the people.
Mm-hmm.
So just as much as you're saying a politician can be two-faced, they can walk in one way and walk in another. Yes, I don't necessarily think a lawyer can do that, but a lawyer can go, this is how this person is. But behind closed doors, that person's actually this.
Yeah.
That's like, in my eyes, that's the same thing. They can lie to the public and say that this person is not a murderer. And there's no way that he could have done it and dress him up to be this kind of person. When in all actuality, he is. Mm-hmm. And so he just lied to the public and put the public in danger, making him a bad lawyer and a bad person. Just like politicians can say lies or do whatever they got to do for their own benefit.
I can see that.
So
are the bonds in my... No, they're okay. I can see that. I think that I feel like being a lawyer though is a little bit more respected than it is to be a politician.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
yeah.
Which that's not necessarily having anything to do with the like conversation in the argument sense, but I don't know. I think because of the political climate we're in nowadays, like something about a politician just really, really like irks me.
Well, this is new age politics, so it's
right. It's our current climate that we have right now.
Our parents and our grandparents didn't put up with politicians like they are now.
Right. Well,
they didn't. Not in the same way. Did they have bad
Are you speaking on your parents or my parents? Because our parents...
I said grandparents too.
Oh, okay.
They had bad presidents, yes. But the bold-face politics across the board has never been like this. We've never been in this. Ever.
Well, no. I
wish I could find a better way to explain it, and that's probably something I'll be doing on next week's podcast.
Yeah. I feel like politics... It's so hard to make an argument about the state of politics and how it has evolved, because I'm just going to say this is a very general statement. I'm not diving into it or anything by any means, but I think that social media has driven a lot of what happens within our politics present day and sways a lot of public opinion nowadays, and it can make or break what we have currently simply from like a video. And that versus back, let's rewind it about 20 years, it would just be breaking news on a TV screen or in a newspaper article clipping. Like, and that isn't even instantaneous. That's not even as soon as it happens.
Right. There was no other perspectives there was not as many perspectives and outlooks.
Exactly. So for propaganda, it was very easy to trick and confuse back then in certain elements versus now, because of the time you have before something goes public and the lack of resources you have to show different perspectives.
I agree, but also I think there was a thing of patriotism. So like people had no people understood freedom of speech. They understood what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's not to tell somebody that this is an example. Screw it, I'm not even gonna do that. It's not to tell somebody that this isn't real. It's to tell somebody, I believe that this isn't real. You can't make facts about something. That's not what the freedom of speech is for you to indulge in facts. It's for your opinion and your perspective.
Right.
So whenever the press went out and spoke, whenever they went to the White House, they always put their opinions in. There was always something that said, I feel like, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's, nope, they're fake news. or
yeah.
or not even letting them in the White House, or just lying about something that the White House did.
Yeah, I think.
Or just like the words, like blowing up about little things and stuff like that. It's just,
Yeah.
It is the environment that we're in, and I think it's staging from the best time of our lives. I think that summer, I just think we haven't gotten past that. Once we get past the best summer of our lives, then we'll be fine.
That kind of goes in hand with something I was thinking about earlier. And I don't even remember what I saw that made me think of this. But I wish I could remember what like triggered this thought process for me, but like I want to say it's this like individualist movement that we've really had within the past 10 years. And I just mean in like a pop culture sense, and like, especially with the younger generations, like everybody wants to be completely unique to themselves.
Yes, and an influencer to many.
Or they want to be like the influencers to many. And while I could spend 20 years talking about that, but I won't.
I agree with you.
I just, it then opens a door in my mind when I was thinking about that, where like, and it's crazy that I'm bringing this up because we literally just argued semantics like for almost an hour about certain topics. But
yeah.
like, it then makes you ask like, okay, so what all is up for interpretation and what all is non-negotiable and is just truth?
Right.
Like, that is the question of the hour for me is, okay, what is up for my interpretation, or what is hard, solid truth? Because everything nowadays is up for interpretation. Everything has changed, evolved, all those things.
When you ask for the truth, you have to ask what you're asking for in the truth. Because...
But then is that the truth, or is that just the truth you're looking for?
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. Because you can automatically, just like I can argue about everything, a person's head will automatically do it for him and say, this is true. And now you have to defend that with everything in your soul.
Yeah.
That it's true. Because all the facts say it's true.
Yeah.
And how could you be so dumb?
Yeah. Like, for me, I know because...
But it's...
I'm not getting into this conversation, but with how our education system has changed throughout the years, and like some things are permitted to learn, and now like in recent years they're not allowed to even be in the classroom, or like different things like that. And there's always been a conversation of what has been redacted in our history lessons that is the truth,
Right.
But to fit a narrative or fit an idea that is being pushed upon the youth.
Yeah.
What's missing? What are these gaps in between these pages?
That's why you go to that's why it's like encouraged. Not for us, of course. Not for us. But all these other countries, they have a foundation called EF, Exchange Foreigners, where they exchange foreign students with each other. And they go off and learn about
We don't have
US's.
that?
We have that. I don't know if
I thought we had
we
that.
have that. I didn't mean to say we don't have that, but like it's not talked about as much anymore
Yeah.
because it's all
there's-
about patriotism and being in America and being
And there's
American.
also so much conflict going on in the world and different wars taking place and different potential wars coming up, and nobody wants to travel really anymore. And if they do, you're just going to see it on TikTok and it's going to be like, you should reach out to me as your travel agent if you want to go stay here. Da, da, da. Like,
Yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah.
Or a destination wedding.
Yep. It's like consumer life.
Yeah. Exactly. Consumerism.
It's so funny because that's literally what I'm trying to make my money off of too. So,
Trying to keep up.
yeah.
What
Oh,
is that?
That's the GoPro dying. That's
about that
perfect
time.
timing. Well, this is, I think, one of our longest podcasts we've done. So,
Really?
yeah, an hour 30. Yep. Well, almost an hour 30. So, but yeah, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I mean, we had some hot takes on some relationship dynamics. We played some games.
I literally
played
don't
that.
even think I ever said my name either.
I know. That's why I literally was
I'm
like, hey.
Annie,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yep. I literally was like, hey, introduce yourself. And she goes,
Hey.
hey.
And then I just start laughing. Yeah, because I'm an awkward yarn ball of anxiety.
I
Yeah,
was like,
sounds
hey,
about
just
right.
say your name real quick. But no. If y'all want to see her more often, of course, just send some comments down. I know y'all are liking, hopefully liking the podcast and liking any of the content we're putting out on OTV right now. If you haven't checked any of that out, obviously go check it out now. We have some Halo campaign gameplay and then some GTA clips we're working on now. So stay tuned.
And they're funny.
Yeah. Yeah. See? She said it. But
yeah, I can say it.
Yep, look forward to episode 9. I think it's episode 10 because this is episode 9. Yep. Back onto our regularly scheduled program starting this weekend for another episode of Me and Jams. Yeah, me and Justin, me and Jams. Sorry, we don't know yet. We're figuring that out.
I know, and it's also
whatever they wanna
weird
call
to
us.
hear you refer to Justin as anything other than Justin.
Right.
So
Yeah. Well, it's easy for me. All I do is take out the C because I never cap. So it's just ZAK. That's my stage name, which is just my name. But yeah.
right.
Well, y'all remember to always have an open time talking, and I will see y'all next week. Peace.
Bye.
Coming back in with a different flow on my bow, yeah. Y'all already know, huh? I can't chase no hoe, no. I ain't sucking toes, no. Can't be distracted by outside drama, I'm opposed. They think they can stop me cause they think that I am